All right, so in the last video, we found the square root of 75. We're going to continue to do a few more examples together. So this time we're going to try to find the square root of 48. So I'm going to do the square root of 48. And as before, we need to figure out what are the factors of 48, and then we need to find the factor that is perfect. So there are several ways that we can multiply to get 48. So we have 1 times 48, 2 times 24, 3 times 16, 4 times 12, and then 6 times 8. So lots and lots of factors of 48. Now what we want to do is we want to look on our list and we want to find the ones that are perfect. So remembering that if you go back and take a look at your list, we want to pick all the numbers that are perfect. So for this problem, for 48, the factors that are perfect, 1 is perfect, 16 is perfect, and 4 is perfect. So we have a couple different options. When you are breaking it down into factors, you always want to go with the largest perfect square possible. So out of the 3 that are circled, 16 is the largest, so that's the one that I'm going to use. So I'm going to break this down to the square root of 16 times the square root of 3. So it's going to be in the square root of 3. And again, we chose 16 because it's perfect. And we know that the square root of 16, if we look back at our list, is going to be 4. And then the number that's not perfect is going to stay under the radicand. So this tells me that square root of 48 is the same thing as 4 square root 3. And again, in the last video, I showed you how to put this in the calculator. And you can put this in the calculator to see if they give you the same decimal answer. And that's how you'll be able to check to see if you were correct. Okay? What I'm going to show you next is what to do if you have a number that is larger than what you have on your chart. So the chart that I gave you only goes to 100. 147 is not on that list. So we need to figure out how do we figure out the factors of 147. So this is going to require you to do a little bit of guess and check. So what you want to do here is you want to, in your calculator, divide it by perfect numbers until you get one that comes out even, right? So what do I mean, get one that comes out even? If I go to decimals, I'm going to start with 147, and then I'm just going to divide it by perfect numbers, right? So I know that 25 is perfect, so I want to see, does this divide by 25? No, because it gives me a decimal. I want to divide until it comes out clean. So I'm just going to keep guessing until I find that one that works. So I'll say 147 divided by 6. Nope, that doesn't work. 147, not 6, sorry. I should have divided that by 36. Sorry. Because 36 is perfect. So we divide that by 36, doesn't work. 147, divide that by 49. And ta-da, when we divide it by 49, we get 3, which works. So this tells me that 3 times 49 is 147. So that's going to be what I am looking for here. So when I do the square root of 147, I can break that down into 3 and 49. So square root of 147 is equal to the square root of 49 and the square root of 3. And then 49 is perfect, so it becomes 7, and then we just leave this as the square root of 3. So we end up with 7 square root of 3. All right, this video is going to stop, and then there's going to be one more example in the next video. So again, go ahead and in decimals, type in square root of 147, type in 7 square root of 3, and then see if those things come out the same, and then click on the next video for